Hi, this is Dr. Jeffrey Hanna at Atlas Health, and I want to let you know or fill you in, well, what happens after we make the upper cervical correction? After an adjustment, I strongly advise for people to have a 10 to 15 minute lie down in order to let the adjustment settle in. As a bit of history, the B.J. Palmer Chiropractic Clinic, which operated from 1934 to 1960, it was the world-renowned upper cervical health center, and it took care of the worst of the worst of the worst cases, many of which were even considered to be not just chiropractic, but medical failures. And what the chiropractic and the medical staff wanted to find out is what adjustments worked that gave people the best possible results. One of the things that they discovered was that it's not the force of the external thrust that makes the adjustment. It's what your body does with that force afterwards that makes the difference. See, once the vertebra is unlocked from its misaligned position, your central nervous system coordinates what's called an innate adjustment. In other words, your own body uses the muscles to fine-tune or reseat the position of that vertebra into its correct alignment after that adjustic thrust. But your body needs the time and opportunity to do that. And the single biggest factor that made the greatest difference was having people lie down after the adjustment. Now, even though walking is commonly recommended as a post-adjustment procedure, the downward force of gravity can prevent that innate adjustment from having the proper chance to vibrate, to settle, which means that the alignment would not be as stable as it otherwise could be. And this is the reason why at Atlas Health, what we recommend for people to do after an adjustment is to lie down for 10 to 15 minutes. Now, in the B.J. Palmer Chiropractic Clinic, they required a mandatory 2-hour post-adjustment rest, and 3 hours or longer was preferred. Now, they knew, as do I, this is not going to be practical for most people. And so what's been recommended for upper cervical doctors since to advise for their own clients is to have people lie down even for 10 to 15 minutes, which is usually enough for things to settle. It's the reason why in our clinic we have a designated resting room with reclining chairs where you can lie down after an upper cervical adjustment. That way, we're taking the steps so that we can make sure you can get the best possible chance for results from your care. Now, we're not going to force you to do so, but yes, we do advise that you lie down, take a bit of a break from normal life before resuming with your daily activities. Our one and only rule when you do that, it's not to use your phone or any mobile device. Reason for that, strangely enough, it's because eye movements actually change the muscles that support your upper neck, and they can interfere with the adjustment as it's trying to settle. And so we actually recommend that if you're going to be lying down or receiving an adjustment, that you will close your eyes afterwards. What we also recommend is that you be neck conscious for the 24 hours following an adjustment. What that means is simply being careful not to quickly turn your head or do movements at crisscross actions such as cooking, cleaning, house chores, texting, typing, reading, etc., all of which are more likely to cause the adjustment to slip back. Some people ask, should I wear a cervical collar? I usually don't recommend it. It usually doesn't take that much. Simply put, the more conscious you are of what you're doing after you've had an adjustment, the better off typically you're going to be able to do. Hope that makes a little bit more sense why we have you lie down after we do an adjustment and why we have you be careful about things for the rest of the day. This is Dr. Jeffrey Hanna at Atlas Health. Take care of your neck. It's your lifeline to well-being.